Tonight, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by their 6'1" quarterback from Old Dominion. It's Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Forced out to his left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Heineke. This one left side caught by Gibson. That catch good for only a couple. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Looking to throw. Heineke. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Heineke now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's 3-0 Washington. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was he?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st and 10, Prescott steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 15 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
How about we shot a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
From the 41, Heineke. Open man is Samuel, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. To throw is Heineke. Throw left side, complete. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to the ground with Gibson. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Third and short yardage. Heineke completes it to Samuel. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Heineke. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
That one caught by the tight end Bates. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing. Heineke. This is the tight end, Njoku. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Heineke to throw it. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taylor Heineke, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Pollard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. To throw is Prescott. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Again to Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? That's caught over the middle by Hurst. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll run it with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Washington on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And this is going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to...
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hand?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Heineke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flushed out right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Prescott on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Heineke on 1st down. Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Heineke. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And it's It's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Hitting Samuel on the slant.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Heineke. Dancing to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Second and 5 now. Heineke looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
And now it's a bootleg with Heineke.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown of the new season.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now Pollard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
That catch good for only a couple. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Prescott to throw it. Left side here, and it's complete. Hook up of 15 yards there. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Here's Prescott. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down throw for Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. The 40. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick-6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the 3rd quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, there weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott now.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the Washington offense going back to work. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
So that's going to push him back half the distance. A handoff for Gibson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of his end zone, Heineke. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Heineke. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Heineke's throw into the hands of McLaurin. Not much there, only a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke on the move to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Heineke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Heineke now. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Rolling to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
A give to Gibson running right.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
That catch good for only a couple.
From the 38, Heineke.
Got a man. It's Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Heineke.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To the air again, Heineke. That one is slant to McLaurin.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Throwing. Heineke.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a 1st down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Come on, dog!
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Heineke now in the Washington offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Gets this to Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Heineke nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Heineke to throw it.
And that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
2nd and 11.
The give is to Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts.
Meanwhile, for